Today I would like to talk about why you cannot discover the right next career step by prolonged thinking, and why finding your calling can be faster and easier than you may think. Hello and welcome to my podcast channel. I'm Michael Kaiser. I work as an international career coach and I help managers and specialists get the job they want with their new employer abroad. If you are an experienced manager or specialist and you have been unsure about what the right next career step should be for a while now, or if you have kept wondering what your calling in life might be, you may have encountered one or more of the following problems. The first, you have been thinking about the right next career step for too long already, but your thoughts keep going round in circles. You cannot connect all the many aspects in a way that shows the way forward. Or maybe you have become unsure if your long-standing assumptions about what's right for your career can still hold true for the future. Maybe you are a multi-talented person and you are aware that you must prioritize some of your talents for the new direction, but you find it very difficult to decide against all the others. And finally, maybe you already have an idea of what you would love to do in the future, but you don't know how you could possibly earn enough money from it. Don't worry, this is something many highly successful professionals struggle with from time to time during their working life. Now let me explain why your previous activities likely have not resulted in finding the right direction for the future. Many managers and specialists across the world in such a situation intuitively assume that they are more or less aware of the relevant aspects to be considered and believe they are just struggling with finding the right solution. In fact, the truth is far from it. Let's take a look. Most professionals in such a situation make the mistake of limiting their reasoning to typical job titles and job descriptions they have heard of. However, the same job titles and even very similar job descriptions are used to reference tasks and working environments that aren't alike at all. Therefore, a high-level analysis like this cannot provide any specific guidance. Another problem. The amount of valuable capabilities you have to offer is much greater than the part of it used for a particular job. Knowledge, skills, and experience you've gained from a hobby or charity work is only one typical example of it. Now, limiting your reasoning to the subset of your capabilities used in previous positions neglects that fact and risks ignoring relevant information needed for finding the right new direction. Another problem, the fact that you are good at doing something and you have received praise for it time and time again in the past doesn't necessarily mean you'll still be happy with it in the future. This can be a really nasty trap because it steers your reasoning to what others think you should do and away from what's right for you. The final one, people who believe they know what their dream job would be but don't know how to generate enough income with it have usually not yet managed to identify what specific values the job would generate for others. As long as the understanding of the type of work and its outcome is so vague, any reasoning on the potential income from it must lead to disappointing results. As you can hopefully see, there are quite a few potential pitfalls lurking on your way if you try to find the right direction by just thinking about it. If a reasonable time of consideration hasn't led to any result because of them, prolonged pondering will be doomed to fail as well. The truth is, you're struggling with your reasoning because you're doing it within the mental framework of your professional past. As you want to change the direction, this old structure in your mind cannot function as a suitable reference for the future. In order to come to the right conclusion later, a new mental framework is needed first. such a new structure must consist of two major elements. The first is a detailed understanding of what activities are meaningful in your life. The second is a detailed understanding of what your talents are and what you're good at. The discovery of all the details that belong to each of these two aspects must be done separately. This is because you may not be good at something that matters to you yet, or something you're good at may not matter to you much. Most people can rightly claim to be somewhat aware of both aspects. However, that isn't sufficient for creating the new solid basis we need here. The new mental framework requires an understanding that is both detailed and complete. And only a certain structured analysis will get you there. Once you have created such a reliable new basis for your search for direction in your career, making progress with it will be straightforward. The answer you're looking for will be found in the area where both aspects overlap and is likely to be very obvious to you suddenly. The solution is obvious. You can only find out what the right next career step should be if you first define a completely fresh basis for your analysis. All of the problems I just mentioned will disappear into thin air if you first take a relieving step back and then approach the solution from a completely new perspective. Here it is. To accomplish this, you must do the following. Step number 1. You need to create a complete, reliable and easy to understand document for yourself that shows what is truly right for you and what you're going to be successful with because you are good at it or at least have talent for it. Step number 2. You need to analyze this resource from different angles to discover the best combination of various meaningful activities that you are also good at. The outcome will be the description of the perfect job for you. And the third and final step, you need to identify the specific kinds of value that the work in your ideal position can provide for potential employers or customers to ensure you can also generate an income with it. The results will allow you to define the right focus for your subsequent search for open positions or customer demands for which you will be a top candidate. Now, I've been using this approach time and time again for years to help people discover the right new direction for their careers fast. Its proven success means that it will work for you too, and I wish you the best of luck with it. Now, would you like me to help you with that in person? No problem, because that's what I as a professional career coach do all the time. If this is of interest to you, please go to my website and click on the big button to apply for a free orientation call with me. On this call, we will analyze your situation in detail and we will also find out how I can help you best to reach your goals fast. There's also a LinkedIn group for managers and specialists on the way to their dream job abroad, where you can network with others on this wonderful journey and receive further tips and tricks on the matter several times a week. If you are not a member of this group yet, we hope to welcome you today. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel yet, now is the perfect time to do so. Please don't forget to also activate the bell in order not to miss out on any new episodes in the future. That's it for today. As always, I wish you the very best for your job search abroad and today especially for finding your right new direction, and I'll be back here very soon.